China just released a humanoid robot with real human skin. And when you touch it, you can't tell the difference. This isn't CGI. This isn't concept art. These machines are walking through Chinese factories, hospitals, and homes right now. And what they can do will make you question everything you thought separated humans from machines. But to understand how we got to synthetic skin, you need to see what came before it. Walker S by UB Tech. December 2023. A factory floor in Shenzhen. Workers clock in for their shift. Standing next to them is a humanoid robot. Walking. Working. Right beside them. This is Walker S. The first humanoid robot ever mass-produced. 41 joints. Every major movement your body makes, it makes. 8-hour shifts. No breaks, no salary. UB Tech didn't build one. They built hundreds. They're in Chinese factories right now, assembling parts, doing jobs that used to require a human body. You watch it move, the way it shifts its weight, the way it reaches. Those are your movements. Production line robots existed before, but those were arms bolted to the ground. This thing walks. It adapts. It moves between stations. If it can do factory work, what else can it do? But China wasn't stopping at manufacturing. Tiangong by Chinese Academy of Sciences. Early 2024. A construction site in Beijing. A humanoid robot walks up to a steel beam. 50 kilograms. More than most people can lift. Tiangong bends down. Grips it. Lifts. No shaking. No strain. It carries the beam across the site. Sets it down. Then goes back for another. And another. 4 hours. Without fatigue. Without throwing out its back. The Chinese Academy of Sciences built this for hazardous construction work. The jobs that break human bodies. Every construction worker watching knew what they were seeing. Their replacement. Stronger. Tireless. Better for the company's bottom line. Raw physical strength was supposed to be our advantage. Not anymore. But strength without intelligence is just a tool. Agibot World Model Humanoid. Shanghai. A research lab. A humanoid robot stands in front of an object it's never seen before. No one updates its programming. No one types new code. The engineers just watch. The robot reaches out, examines the object, figures out how to grip it, how to move it, in real time. This is Agibot, and it doesn't follow instructions anymore. It learns. World Model AI. The robot builds a mental map of reality, sees a new task, teaches itself. Once. You don't program these robots anymore. You show them something once. They figure out the rest on their own. This is where it stops being a machine and starts being something that thinks. The engineers in that lab weren't celebrating. They were quiet because they just watched something cross a line. Intelligence unlocked. But could it be trusted with something that matters? Fourier GR2. A hospital hallway in Guangzhou. An elderly patient recovering from surgery. She needs medication. Help adjusting her bed. A humanoid walks in. Fourier GR2. It hands her the pills. Gently adjusts the bed angle. Precise. 53 joints moving with care most humans don't have the patience for. 12-hour battery. Hands delicate enough for medical work. It's already in Chinese rehabilitation centers. Right now. This isn't moving boxes. This is touching vulnerable people. The elderly. The injured. The ones who can't defend themselves if something goes wrong. Healthcare requires something machines weren't supposed to have. Empathy. Gentleness. Care. But here it is. Caring for your grandmother while you're at work. Would you trust it? Would you have a choice? But care needs more than gentle hands. EX Robots. Emotional Intelligence Series. A coffee shop in Shenzhen. A humanoid barista stands behind the counter. You walk up to order. It's watching your face. You're stressed. Didn't sleep well. Frustrated about something you haven't said out loud. The robot sees it. Micro expressions. Tone analysis. Facial muscle movements you don't even know you're making. This is EX Robots. And it reads emotions in real time. You try to smile, play it off. The robot adjusts its response anyway, because it knows you're faking. It knows you're angry before you raise your voice, knows you're lying before you finish the sentence, knows you're afraid before you admit it. Humans hide emotions to survive. These robots see straight through it. What happens when a machine understands your feelings better than your closest friend? But reading emotions is one thing. Moving like a human is another. Unitree H1. The Speed Demon. A testing facility. Open space. The humanoid stands completely still. Then it moves. Fast. 3.3 meters per second. That's faster than you run. Faster than most people sprint? This is Unitree H1, the world's fastest full-size humanoid robot. It doesn't just run in a straight line. It navigates obstacles, changes direction, doesn't stumble, doesn't slow down. Speed was supposed to be our advantage. Agility, quick reflexes, the thing that kept us ahead of machines. Watch it move again. Try to imagine outrunning it. You can't. But speed means nothing if nobody can afford it. Unitree G1. The $16,000 revolution. Here's the number that changes everything. $16,000. That's not million. That's thousand. Less than a used car. Less than a year of minimum wage. This is Unitree G1. An advanced humanoid robot for the price of a vacation. This isn't for mega corporations anymore. Small businesses can buy one. Research labs. Eventually. When Boston Dynamics robots cost hundreds of thousands, they stayed in labs, controlled, limited, safe. At $16,000, they go everywhere. Next year's budget? Next quarter's purchase order. Your neighbor might own one before you do. This isn't some distant future. This is next year. Could you afford one? More importantly, could you afford not to have one when everybody else does? But affordable means nothing if it can't handle real life. Galbot G1, the housemate. An apartment in Hangzhou. Normal home, normal furniture, normal life, except for the humanoid moving through it. Galbot G1, doing laundry, washing dishes, navigating around your couch. Your dog, you. It's trained on household tasks, the boring, repetitive things you do every single day. This isn't a factory floor with clear paths and predictable obstacles. This is chaos. Your chaos. And it's handling it. Chinese families are testing these in their homes right now. Not in labs, in living rooms. It learns your routine, where you put things, how you like things done. It's watching, always watching. This isn't a tool you pick up when you need it. This is a presence, in your space, in your life. What does it remember? What does it see? Who gets access to that data? But even living with you, there was still something missing. Something that kept the line clear between you and it. Chinese AI-enabled dexterity humanoids. Close up on robot hands. The fingers move. Delicate. Controlled. Impossibly precise. It threads a needle. First try. It folds origami. Clean creases. Perfect angles. Chinese research labs cracked the final physical barrier. Haptic feedback. Touch sensitivity. The robot doesn't just grip. It feels what it's touching. Pressure. Texture. Resistance. Human hands took millions of years to evolve. The dexterity, the sensitivity, the fine motor control that let us build civilization. It was the one thing we had left. Our hands, our touch, our precision. Watch those fingers move again. Threading that needle. Folding that paper. You can't tell the difference anymore. When a machine can feel, what's left that makes us? Us? But there was still one final barrier. One line that couldn't be crossed. The thing that would always separate human from machine. Until 3 months ago. The synthetic skin breakthrough. This is it. The moment everything changed. A research lab in China. A humanoid face. You're standing close enough to see every detail. You reach out. You touch it. It's warm. Body temperature. The skin flexes under your fingers. Natural. Soft. You pull your hand back. Because for a second, you forgot it wasn't real. Chinese researchers did what everyone said was impossible. They grew human skin cells in alb and attached them to a synthetic frame. Real skin tissue. Living cells. On a machine. It's not silicone. It's not rubber painted to look real. It's biological. It responds to temperature. It flexes with movement. Micro tears heal themselves. It even sweats for cooling. You look at its face again. Watch it blink. See the skin crinkle at the corners of its eyes. Is it human? Is it machine? You can't tell. Nobody can. That's the point. The uncanny valley was the space between human and machine. The place where something looks almost right, but feels wrong. Where your brain screams, "That's not human." That space just closed. Medical training? Sure. Practice surgeries on skin that responds like real tissue. Companionship? Maybe. Robots that feel human when you touch them. Deception? You're looking at a humanoid with human skin. Standing in front of you, moving, breathing, warm, and you cannot tell it's not alive. China didn't just build better robots. They erased the line. The one thing that let you know what was human and what wasn't, touch isn't reliable anymore. Sight isn't reliable anymore. So here's the question nobody wants to ask. When you can't see the difference, when you can't feel the difference, when it walks beside you, works beside you, lives beside you, what does human even mean anymore?